Welcome to Maui Huliau Foundation's Google Classroom tutorial. My name is Lily Solano. I'm the Program Director with Maui Huliau Foundation. Our mission is to promote environmental literacy among Maui's youth through community-based educational experiences. We do this through several environmental education programs for youth ages 12 through 18 throughout Maui County, focusing on filmmaking, youth leadership, zero-waste education, climate literacy, and more. This Prezi will highlight our newest initiative of virtual classrooms and how teachers can utilize these resources. In response to the impacts of COVID-19, earlier this year, Maui Huliau launched 2 Google Classrooms to provide additional distance learning curriculum and resources to teachers and students for grades 8 through 12. Google Classroom is a free web service developed by Google for schools to create, distribute, and grade assignments. Because of the functional use to streamline the process of sharing files, we utilize Google Classroom to share our curriculum and provide updates on when we release new units. The first classroom was created for our Huliau Climate Literacy Project, focusing on the science behind climate change in alignment with the next generation science standards. The second is the Maui Aloha Aina Virtual Classroom. It was created with community partners for students to learn about local history and conservation ecology. We will share more information about each classroom later in the presentation. To register for the Google Classrooms, visit the Maui Huliau Classroom page. The virtual classrooms for students are resources for students participating on their own. One thing to note is due to the Department of Education's domain privacy settings, most school email addresses will not allow you to join our classroom, so you must use a personal Gmail address to join. When you register, we will give you the codes to both classrooms, and you can review the overview document and explore the units in the teacher classroom. So how do teachers use these resources? In the last couple of months, we have worked with a number of teachers to explore different options and have narrowed it down to 2 options. The first option is to create a copy of the classroom. After contacting us, we will make a copy of the classroom you would like to share with your students and add you as a teacher. All of the units that have been previously released will be in a draft form. We will then set up a Zoom or phone meeting with you to look over and customize the classroom. You can edit the points, grading, activities, and other settings as needed. One of our staff will be a teacher in the classroom to publish new materials and assist with any technical problems. You will be in charge of grading and releasing grades, whether through Google Classroom or by downloading the grade spreadsheets from the Google Forms. Option 2, or an alternative to copying the whole classroom, you can instead download any or all resources and use them to build your own units in your Google Classroom. For this purpose, a link to a Google Drive folder and a teacher guide will be included at the top of each unit in the teacher classroom with links to all activities and answer keys. Teachers can download some of these resources and then add them into their own Google Classroom. You can also copy and paste the activity descriptions into your classroom. Please note that the Google Forms cannot be edited or copied, so you still must contact us to send you a Google Drive folder with your own copies of the forms. One advantage of this option is that you and your students can use your school email address, since the classroom is owned by your school's Google domain. The disadvantage is that you will need to upload and paste all content manually. For both options, you can customize several things, including Google Forms, the grading and point system. You can use only some units or specific activities from each unit. You can use them at any time during the year. Customize Prezis to create your own Prezi videos. Schedule virtual speakers for units. And if your school is back to an in-person instruction or participating in a hybrid schedule, we have in-class activities available in the teacher guide, and you can contact us for more resources. Here's a brief overview on the 2 classrooms available. The first one is our Maui Aloha Aina classroom, created in partnership with community organizations focusing on local ecosystems and conservation. Partners so far this semester include Kaho'olawe Island Reserve, Hawaiian Island Land Trust, Maui Nui Botanical Gardens, East Maui Watershed Partnership, Maui Forest Birds, Noa Humpback Whale Sanctuary, Ko'ia'i'e Fish Pond, Maui Ocean Center, and Noho'ana Farm. Most include a virtual huaka'i or field trip created by Huliau filmmaking students. The virtual Huliau is followed by 2 to 5 activities to be completed online, and some units, like the Waihe'e Refuge Unit, includes an in-person field trip the students can participate in. Units include a final unit test, and the majority of the online activities are done using Google Forms. Units are published every 2 weeks and amount to about 4 to 6 hours of activities. The Huliau Climate Literacy Project was launched in fall 2017. The goal is to work with science teachers in grades 8th through 12 to integrate hands-on climate literacy activities into their curriculum. The 3 main units: causes, impacts, and solutions, each with student activities. The 3rd unit on climate change solutions will be released in spring. Few examples of activities include introduction to the carbon cycle and the impacts of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere, analyzing sea and land ice declines, and exploring coral reefs and the impacts of a warming ocean. Each unit part includes a Prezi introduction, activities, and a quiz. Suggested timelines are available for the full program, 10 weeks or 5 weeks. You can contact us for a custom plan. After spring break, we will be assisting with student-led projects in the Solutions unit. If you have any questions or are interested in utilizing any of the educational resources, you can contact our executive director for help in setting up a copy of the classroom. Additional information and an FAQ is available on our website. And if you're new to Google Classroom, check out the Google Classroom tutorial on YouTube. Mahalo for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you.